প্রিয় দর্শক, বলা হয় ২১ শতক হলো মেগাসিটির শতক, কিন্তু যখন একটি শহরে ২ কোটিরও বেশি মানুষের বসবাস, তখন সবচেয়ে বড় চ্যালেঞ্জ হয়ে দাঁড়ায় যাতায়াত ব্যবস্থা। কিন্তু এই বিশাল জনসংখ্যাকে কিভাবে গতিশীল করে রাখা সম্ভব? আজকের পর্বে আমরা দুই মহানগরীকে একটি সুতোয় গাঁথছি। একদিকে আছে সাংহাই, যারা কৃত্রিম বুদ্ধিমত্তা এবং ইন্টিগ্রেটেড ট্রান্সপোর্ট হাবের মাধ্যমে যাতায়াত ব্যবস্থায় বিশ্বকে পথ দেখাচ্ছে। আর অন্যদিকে আছে আমাদের ঢাকা শহর, যে শহরটি এখন তার ইতিহাসের সবচেয়ে বড় অবকাঠামোগত পরিবর্তনের মধ্য দিয়ে যাচ্ছে। Can the Shanghai wisdom and of AI-driven traffic model and maglev technology provide the blueprint for Dhaka's future? To decode this, we are joined by the visionary expert from the heart of China's innovation corridor and a leading academic voice from Bangladesh's renowned university, BUET. Let's dive into megacity mobility solution from Shanghai to Dhaka. আজকের বিষয় মেগাসিটির যাতায়াত সমাধান সাংহাই থেকে ঢাকা। প্রিয় দর্শক, আরটিভি এবং চায়না মিডিয়া গ্রুপ সিএমজির বিশেষ আয়োজন চায়না ফোকাস অনুষ্ঠানে আপনাদের সঙ্গে আছি আমি শাহানশা রাসেল। আজকের আলোচনায় যাবার পূর্বে পরিচয় করে দিই আমাদের অতিথিদের সঙ্গে। আমার সঙ্গে আছেন ডেপুটি ডিরেক্টর অফ সাংহাই মাল্টি নেটওয়ার্ক অ্যান্ড মাল্টি মোড রেল ট্রানজিট কোলাবোরেটিভ ইনোভেশন সেন্টারের হং শাওছি। আরও রয়েছেন বুয়েটের এআরআই এর অ্যাসিস্ট্যান্ট প্রফেসর কাজী মোহাম্মদ সাইফুন নেওয়াজ। Both of you, you are welcome in our show. First, I want to come to you, Professor. Professor Hong, you have spent many years studying megacity transportation. Shanghai and Dhaka are both multipolis which population exceeding 20 million. In your view, what is the most critical core wisdom for managing transportation in such high density cities? In this Chinese wisdom applicable to Dhaka as well? What do you think?
Shanghai and Dhaka are both cities with very high population and high population density in the world.
Yes.
And in Shanghai we have we also spend very hard times in transportation in the past. But now the core experience and what we insisted to do in transportation is concepts about people-oriented. That means the transportation is built by our people and is also for our people. And the second is high efficiency. This not only a project, not only a metro line, but also a whole system for the people. So the mutual time in Shanghai is about 40 to 50 minutes per average time in Shanghai. This is very good for just such a big city. And the third is intelligence, that we utilize the latest technology to make our traffic management better and to improve the efficiency of the whole transportation system. The fourth, I think, is the green, that for the sustainability of the transportation system. Yes. For example, all of the public bus in Shanghai have been using electric buses, not use the oil. And that's to reduce the population and the pollution of the air. And the last one is to resilience. That means we should have a very good reaction to the emergencies or to the disasters or such as the storms. So our transportation can make the city running normally. Even if we have the storm and the heavy rain in Shanghai. That I think is the concept and what we are insisted on for our urban transportation governance.
Thank you. Saifun, Dr. Saifun, আমি আপনার কাছে আসতে চাই। Professor Hong shared that the core wisdom behind Shanghai's success, considering Dhaka's unique geographical and extreme population density and existing infrastructure, how realistic is it to implement Shanghai's integrated hub model here? what is the primary structural challenge we face?
Definitely, Shanghai would be the benchmark. But if we want to take Shanghai as a blueprint for Dhaka, I think we need to think about some factors. For instance, Dhaka or Bangladesh is a developing country, and China is a kind of I can say I would say the ultra modern city, ultra modern country. So if we want to just copy one thing from directly to directly, we need to ensure some prerequisite. For instance, and definitely we have to be careful for few issues. For instance, in Dhaka we have some challenges, and we definitely think we can fit those issues to the integrated hub, right? So for instance, the first challenge would be definitely the land acquisition challenge. We have very limited land, and also the length of road is also very small, very little, very thin. And for a healthy city, it is reference that we need 25% of total land area, but for Dhaka we have only 7%. 7%, and the 7% is not fully usable because we have many encroachment, like we have illegal parkings, we have encroached footpath due to different kinds of activities and so on, and also we have heterogeneous traffic. Okay, so it's an issue if we don't solve the land problem, or if we first the prerequisite that we need a healthy road network. Okay, then the land acquisition. If government want to establish any development project, you know that land acquisition is a challenge here because every corner is developed, every corner has some buildings or a structure. Even we cannot improve our even any intersection right now also, because in every intersection we have in the four corner we have some buildings, we have some infrastructure, right? So it would be an issue definitely. And also one important thing is that coordination would be an issue because our stakeholders are fragmented. You see, in the Dhaka city we have DTCA for Dhaka Transport Corporation Authority, we have city corporations, we have police, we have other stakeholders, roads and highways, BRTA. So it's definitely an issue that who will actually manage the thing, right? So definitely we have to solve we need a single authorship if we go for the copy any like integrated transportation system. Rather, I would say that definitely there are some other problem. Our bus transport is fragmented, system is our last mile connectivity is compromised because people the footpath and the footpath condition is not well established, and then also we don't have like a step by step public transport system like MRT to bus to the then secondary road, tertiary road. It's not established. So before going or directly copying, rather we need to think how can we adjust it. I would say it would be an adjusted system. Okay, if we want to reach the at least 10% Shanghai level, rather for integrated multimodal system, rather we can think about some multimodal system, some smaller scale multimodal system, but they will be connected. For instance, we have Mohakali bus station, we have Saidabad bus station, we have city center, we have Gapturi. There are different 4 or 5 locations where actually in the periphery of the city, those we can think we can create multimodal system, and then we can connect them each other for the first step. If it exists, and parallelly we have to remove our land issue. We have to remove the all encroachment from the road, and we have to do some consider about our public transport system, and at the same time if we get some I would say it would be a micro level multimodal system, but they would be connected, and the next step would be integrated one. Okay. I think that would be a step by step process, but it's not. I would say that we should not jump directly, but step by step we need to address those issues. We need to think carefully so that we can, for the long run, we can get a sustainable multimodal system. Otherwise, if we don't change the existing situation, or we don't have any plan, we can invest. Definitely, we can invest. We can invest in infrastructure, but the road user, but the other issues, road user behavior, it will change gradually. So for that case, I think Shanghai will be benchmark, but we have to achieve this step by step. Otherwise we can jump but there is a strong possibility that we will not achieve the expected results.
Thank you very much, Professor Shauchi. During your current visit to Dhaka, you have likely witnessed the city's vibrant as well as immense traffic pressure resulting from rapid development. When Shanghai was undergoing its economic boom and rapid population growth, did it face similar happiness headache, and how Shanghai navigate those challenges?
I was asked this question 2 times today.
Yeah.
And actually, I think what I saw here and experienced here is normal for me, for Shanghai. We have in Shanghai almost the same hard times in transportation. For example, 30 years ago, there is a very famous sentence to describe what happened in Shanghai. Just when we are in the public bus, there are 11 pair of feet in 1 square meter. So you can understand that. That means there are only the area of 1 square meter, but 11 people stand here.
Oh, 1 square meter means 11 people will stand. Time will stand here.
This is 1 meter.
Very
yeah, this is 1 meter, and that is 1 square meter, and 11 people
highly
here. So it's also very heavy traffic, and it's also congestion, and also it's very hard for the transportation governance in Shanghai. And I think in Shanghai, Shanghai is a young city in China. It's just from the 18th century. And there are also 4 stages for the transportation development in Shanghai. First is just before the liberation of China, from 1840s to 1949. And this is the new China. And the second period is 1949 to about later 1980s. That's just before the China opened to the world.
yes,
And
open to the world.
Yeah, and the third stage is from 1990 to about 2010, and the last stage is 2010 up till now. And so you see here the development and the most changed in just the last 2 stages. So from 1990 to now. And for this time, we have the main big change. One is for the expressway in the central urban area. We built navigation expressway, and just like 1 vertical, 1 lateral, and a ring, and a circle. So this is in the central area of Shanghai. And it's next time if you travel to Shanghai, you can experience this. It's very fast. So it's navigated bridge, just a bridge, navigated expressway in the central area. So we have one is in the sky, and then the underground road system. And another network is the railway network. Shanghai has the biggest operation manager for railway transportation in the world, in the cities, for this, among all the cities. Yeah. We have over 900 kilometers of the operation line. And we are still building more subway and railway networks and projects for the transportation. This is the second network. And the third network is the public transportation, just the public bus. And this is the traditional transportation mode in Shanghai. And from 2011, the railway network exceed the passenger of railway network exceed the bus. So now railway network is the main skating network for the public transportation in Shanghai. Because of this public transportation, now the commute time in Shanghai is very good. It's much more better than before. Now we normally 37 to 45 minutes. For the average commute time is 37 to 45 minutes. Yeah, so this is very good. And for the government, municipal government for Shanghai, they will do very long time and very complicated work for the transportation improvement during the past 30 years to make a very comprehensive planning for the whole system. Not only today I plan a railway line, next time airport, but we take a whole plan for all the models of the transportation, just airport, railway, and ground bus, and taxi, everything into a comprehensive system. And we build the infrastructure for transportation. This is also very important. And the third is to improve the management level to get the better performance for the transportation governance.
Yes.
The last one, I think, is we, according to the basic requirements of national level standards and the rules and the laws, we build the system of standards and the local rules for this city. It is fit for Shanghai. Sometimes the situation in Shanghai is different from other cities.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. And the last one I think is for the environment. Shanghai is has a very big population, so actually also 30 years ago the air pollution and the water pollution in the rivers are also very bad in Shanghai.
Okay.
And smells very bad.
Nowadays you overcome from that.
Yeah, and the government has carried out a mission. We want our water more blue, our water more clean, our sky more blue, and our air more fresh. So this is for the government. And just with this, I think five ways and the solutions, the systematic solutions for the transportation system is much better. But this also take over 30 years.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Saib. উনি যেটা বলছিলেন যে সাংহাইয়ের মতো জায়গায় যেখানে বহুদিন আগেও পানি দূষণ 30 বছর আগে পানি দূষণ ছিল, বায়ু দূষণ ছিল, সেই জায়গা থেকে তারা ওভারকাম করে আজকে একটা ইন্টিগ্রেটেড সিস্টেম, নট অনলি দ্য মেট্রো রেল, নট অনলি দ্য রোড, ওভারঅল টোটাল একটা সুষ্ঠু প্ল্যানিংয়ের মাধ্যমে তারা একটা এই পর্যায়ে এসেছে। এই জায়গায় আপনার মন্তব্য আমি জানতে চাই। পাশাপাশি আমি জানতে চাই যে বিসাইড দ্যাট ঢাকা ইজ দ্য কারেন্টলি ডেভেলপিং মেট্রো রেল, MRT or BRTA, elevated expressway. However, are this system being integrated effectively to ensure the passenger can transitionally seamlessly from metro rail to others more modes of transport? What policy or planning shift required at the government level you are thinking?
First of all, I'm hearing actually how the success story of Shanghai, how they transform. So basically, I took two important points here. One is that they emphasize on railway, right?
Yeah.
Railway system. You see, what actually we see, what actually we say that a bus can eliminate at least 20 cars from road, regarding the capacity. Okay, and a train can remove at least 25 bus from the road. So that means they improve at the same time. The beauty of the rail is that at the same time they can carry thousands of passengers, and even I can multiply the capacity. I can add extra coach, I can add, even sometimes we can add double decker coach also. I think China take a sustainable approach, and they are actually enjoying the beauty of the system. That and at the same time they achieve the byproduct is the environmental and benefits. Okay, so but on the other hand, I think we in Dhaka city actually we are thinking thinking on road. You see, every infrastructure project we are focusing on private car or small vehicle. For instance, we are constructing flyover, but for car, the main user will be car. Okay, we are expanding or we are new roads, but that's also for car. But but there is a opportunity in Dhaka city that if we can improve our rail network, even you see from Dhaka from two origin. If I say that the origin destination in office time for a passenger is from Uttara to Motijil or in the Narayanganj, if we can construct rail track and if we multiply and if we use this frequently in the office hour, definitely it will reduce the pressure from the road. So I think we need to rethink that what would be our sustainable mode of transport. We are investing more on road, and that's at the end of the day we are getting enough car. But if we plan for the capacity improvement, definitely we need to go for this kind of mass transit like MRT and the rail system at grade A. Okay, and the next issue is that whether it is current system is integrated or not. Okay, basically we can measure whether the system is integrated or not by the feelings of the passenger. For instance, a passenger don't know about the integration multimodal. What he wants a seamless journey. For instance, if a passenger get interruption in his journey time, then definitely it is not integrated. You see in Dhaka city, if we use the MRT, the latest edition, okay, MRT, but at the, when you come to the MRT station and you will get that you don't have the bus connectivity, you need to take the so-called paratransit, okay. So that means there is a gap. Also, if you want to walk, then you will take that. You will see that the footpath is occupied. So I think it's our current system is not integrated. Integrated means there are different components. For instance, we need to make the integration physical infrastructure. We need to integrate the fare. We need to integrate the time also. Time of the right. So there are different issues we need to focus if we want a integration. Otherwise, for instance, we set a schedule, but it doesn't match with the office hour, then it will not be integrated. Though the physical infrastructure is integrated, but the time is not integrated. Okay, so we need to think about that, and definitely for that, if we want to make the challenge, I think we need definitely. I said this in my earlier discussion that we need a strong authority. We have DTCA, Dhaka Transport Coordination Authority, so they should be more, more powerful, active, and definitely government should support them. Otherwise, in Bangladesh, you see DTCA can offer route permit. At the same time, Bangladesh Police had the Regional Transport Committee (RTC). They can allow the route permit. So it should not be there. Okay. So definitely we need one strong authority. And at the same time, we need to prepare the infrastructure. For instance, our bus is fragmented. Okay, so definitely we need a systematic, right, like bus route franchisee system, operating system. We need to co-opt that system. We are talking several years for the importance of the bus route rationalization, but it's not. Still, we are waiting for that. Though different countries, even some developing countries already achieved this, already they are enjoying the beauty only for the bus route rationalization. But here we are still waiting when we are thinking about integrated multimodal system, but our infrastructure is not ready. Okay, and also we need to emphasize on the pedestrian movement. So that we can ensure the last mile connectivity. So I think definitely is possible for integration, but for integration, if we think integration, but infrastructure integration, definitely will miss the other issues. So other issues means we need the time, we need the fare. Even the fare integration is important. Otherwise, if a passenger can use a single card, That would be the integration. But still, we are very far away from that type of system. So definitely we have some good example. For instance, Professor shared a few examples that they already achieved. I think it's not a rocket science. It's actually it's a practice. It's already different. Even it's I think we can observe in many countries also. So definitely we don't think that it's a very complex issue. Rather, we need a mindset that whether we want to integrate our journey, and when a passenger feel that I can go to my office or anywhere without a very limited transfer and very and seamlessly, at least 10%, 80%, if we can achieve this, I would be happy that that Dhaka is now in the state of the integration.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shaoqi. China's you are involving in Shanghai Stern Integrated Transport Hub project. This massive undertaking integrated airports, high-speed rail, metros, and suburban rails into the one seamless network. What is the core planning philosophy behind ensuring the passenger can transfer from a plane to train or metro rails to waiting lodge without any friction?
Yeah, I'm very lucky and honored to join this mega project.
Yes.
And this project is a very big integrated transportation hub. And just like you said, aviation and railway and subway and also ground bus and taxi and almost 11 kind of transportation models. And then for this transportation hub, because this is only, we named the Shanghai Eastern Railway Station, but it just adjacent to the Pudong International Airport. Actually, the general planning for this project is combine the Pudong International Airport with Shanghai Eastern Hub. And the name, the Shanghai Eastern Railway Station. And this combination with the Shanghai government named the Shanghai Eastern Hub. And for this hub, is the non-time passenger volume for this operation, Shanghai Eastern Hub is about 190 billion passengers per year. 130 million passengers for the Pudong International Airport, and 130 million passengers per year for Pudong International Airport, okay. And 60 million passengers per year for the Shanghai Eastern Railway Station. And this is a combined transportation hub. And for the planning of this transportation hub, the local government, Shanghai municipal government, want to build a new in the new area for a new model for in the new area, and the planning missions about this. They have two. One is to the green and economics. The idea for the planning of this hub, there are two main ideas. So one is we want to build a green hub. The second is a digital and intelligence hub. And there are There are also three integration for this hub. One is for the station, the railway station, and the airport, and the city to integrate it and combine it together.
Okay.
And this is different from other railway stations. And the other cities or the other stations, the railway station only a station, but it's here it connected and integrated with the transportation with the airport, and then it faced to it developed at not only a station but also a 7 square kilometers city around the station. So this is just the DOT, development-oriented transportation. And the second integration is to the planning and construction integrated together. Just because the Pune International Airport, built from the 1995,
Yes.
and also experienced the 30 years construction and development. Now, Pudong International Airport has ranked the number 6 passenger volume in the world of all the city or the airport. But the Eastern Railway Station is just it will put into operation in July 1st, 2027. Yeah, so as a general planning, the airport and the rail station should be planned and constructed, considered together. Not only we build a station or rail station here. So there are several tunnels and several paths and several connection and shuttle transportation lines to connect the railway station and the terminal of Pune International Airport, because they are about 2 kilometers away from the terminal to the railway station. And then the last integration for this hub is to the management and operation integration. Maybe after 10 years later, the Eastern railway station put into operation and it gets smoothly, normally in operation. Then at the beginning, railway station is just mainly for railway passengers. But later, the Orient hub, the Eastern hub, will be built for product for all the citizens, not only for Shanghai, but also for Yangtze River Triangle. Just the area include Shanghai and Zhejiang province, Jiangsu province. This is a very big area. And this Shanghai Eastern hub will be the main transportation, open doors to the world for the whole area.
Thank you very much. Janab Shaifon, Shanghai uses AI to optimize traffic signal, whereas Dhaka still largely relies on manual traffic management. Do you currently want to traffic data necessary to transit to an AI driven in Dhaka something? What do you think?
Definitely, AI is an important issue right now in transportation planning, system analysis everywhere, but AI is not a magic, right? AI needs some data. Definitely AI needs some data, historical data. So if we want to apply AI in our in Dhaka city, so I think we need to go step by step. For instance, what we can think that we can first emphasize few intersection where we can establish AI based signal like a piloting, okay?
Yes.
And then from there we can collect the traffic data. For instance, the ADT for the pedestrian movement, crash history, or the what is the perception, behavior of the driver or the pedestrian and the other road users. We need to collect the data, and then we need a coordination between the authority, like a central monitoring system, like city corporation, police, BRT, combinedly they should establish a central monitoring system. Since it's a pilot study for the AI integration, whether it is possible, and definitely it would be possible, but definitely we need to think how pace would be the AI integration, okay? And then we need to think about like 1 or 2 model corridor with the based on the data that we get from the few pilot study. Yes. Like for instance, 10 to 20 kilometer road we can think as a model road. Then we can establish the fully AI function corridor, and we can check the compatibility, and we can check whether we need any other fine tuning or not.
Yes.
Then I think we need to go for the definitely we need to evaluate the thing also, whether it is compatible, applicable, and for all the route also. For instance, you heard that we established a pilot. We did a pilot study for bus route franchisee 7 or 8 years back, but the line failed. But no one evaluated why it had been failed. Okay, and another thing is that couple of years back, maybe in 2015 or 16, Dhaka City Corporation installed some digital pedestrian crossing. If you can remember that they established in 4 locations, they established digital pedestrian crossing. That means pedestrian will push button and they will cross the road. But that project also failed. But
Yes.
no one evaluate why it. What was the problem? What is the issue? Because we invested a lot, but we don't get the result. Don't getting the result is also a result.
Yes.
But we need to think why, what was the fault, but no one actually evaluate this. So I think definitely for AI we shouldn't jump. Yes, definitely we prepare the field. We need to some piloting study with the AI. Then we can go for fully AI based automation. And the good information is that recently DMP installed AI based camera, and they are now operating is for the prosecution process.
Yes,
in few intersection. I think it would be a good start, and we need to excel this, we need to scale up this with the and definitely before scaling up we need some analysis or simulation, so that we can think that if we change the route, whether it would be also compatible and sustainable.
Thank you very much. Professor Chauchi, could you provide a real world example of how AI has been applied to reduce the road congestion in Shanghai, and how it's a similar AI system were to be implemented in Dhaka also?
Yes, there is a hospital not very far from our university. And one day, just about 3 to 4 blocks away from the hospital, there is heavy traffic there. And but normally there is this area is not too much traffic in the daytime. And after a while, very short time, the policeman just get the message that the reason of this heavy traffic is due to the parking lot was overloaded in the hospital. There are 3 to 4 blocks away. And then policemen just communicated each other and to make the emergency solutions to reduce the parking lot, the traffic in the parking lot of in the hospital. Thus to reduce the road traffic here in this area. And they concluded later, just in this area, the Transportation Administration Authority has built the AI for of the traffic lights supervision system, and they can know and supervise and get the actual operation situation of the whole area, every road, every traffic, and to track the path of the vehicle, the flow, the traffic flow from where derived from, and then they can the operation center can make the analysis and make the decision and get the order to the policeman just as the site on the site. So this I think is a very good example. The total, all the time, the situation, and all the time the traffic condition was supervised by the camera and analyzed by the AI system, and the decision making is also by the AI system, and then the AI get the order just to the local policeman to reduce this. Yes, and this but I agreed to Professor Luaz very much. AI is not magic. We can't believe or everything is right just for AI. That's not right, I think. So I think this is also, I think, not only for Shanghai, but also for Dhaka. And I heard it yesterday, there are some traffic light built just recently. But after the traffic light built, there the traffic is much heavier or better than before. So it's worse than before. So I think this is one some example for this. And for the application of AI, there are some conditions. They should coordinate with not only transportation information, but with the administration and with all the drivers, everyone and every vehicle in this system, and also the road conditions, just of the infrastructure. And I think, we can't believe in AI too much, especially if we don't have a very good condition of the infrastructure and the ability to manage the traffic. I think AI is maybe not a good idea to do so many things in AI, about AI.
Thank you very much. আমরা একদমই অনুষ্ঠানের শেষ পর্যায়ে I want to know that what is the road safety challenges that we need to consider while developing our transportation system. Just you can speak in shortly.
Definitely, it would be the main priority, safety, and we have to think as zero tolerance to the road safety. But here we only construct road, but we don't think about the road safety. But we think that installation sign marking is the enough for safety, but we don't think there is a term road safety inspection, road safety audit, but it's totally missing. So I think for road infrastructure, we need to establish, we need to put these mandatory items. Also, we have lots of mixed used, different speed gap, speed difference is an important issue. Speed management is an important issue here. So we can use AI in the speed management. We can establish the mechanism so that how can we reduce the speed so that driver become aware that someone is watching him. That will reduce the speed. And at the same time, we need to invest on the university development. We need to research. Otherwise, if we don't, homegrown initiative is important. We don't think we need to buy the system only. We need to make the system, transfer the technology, transfer the capacity. I think it's an important issue. So and also user improvement, the user behavior is important, and if government emphasize on that issues, and if we can able to transfer the technology knowledge, definitely it would be very handy for road discipline, and also it will improve the safety.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Saiful Nawaz.
Thank you.
And Dr. Hou Shouchi for being with us. প্রিয় দর্শক, যেমনটি আমরা শুনছিলাম, সঠিক পরিকল্পনা, প্রযুক্তির সমন্বয় এবং অভিজ্ঞতা ও তথ্যের সঠিক ব্যবহারই পারে একটি মেগা সিটির চিত্রকে বদলে দিতে। আজ এ পর্যন্তই, দেখা হবে আগামী সপ্তাহে নতুন কোনো পর্ব নিয়ে, নতুন কোনো অতিথির সঙ্গে। সে পর্যন্ত সবার জন্য শুভকামনা। জয় চিয়েন।